All right. How about Jacob Fatu winning the U.S. title?
This was good.
There's his. I think that's his uncle, right? Haku is his uncle, or is it his?
I don't remember now. The bloodline.
Okay.
Such a big fan.
Anyways, so he defeated LA Knight and just clean and won the U.S. title, which was, I don't know if that was surprising or not, but
I think we all picked.
Not surprising, but I really wanted this result to happen. So
yeah.
I thought there was a chance Solo could interfere and cost Jacob Fatu by accident when he was trying to help him. So
and then maybe set up a feud between them. That actually makes sense.
Yeah, so we all gave this thumbs up. By the way, while we're on the subject, I guess I would kind of love to just jump to that Smackdown because we're doing the aftermath of WrestleMania, right? Mm-hmm. And how about the Solo and Jacob aftermath on Smackdown when Solo came out and took credit for Jacob's success. He's like, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have been here. If it wasn't for me,
as part of the angle.
Yeah, but he was taking a little bit too much credit. Come on.
That's true too. Yeah, that's definitely setting up something between them.
Yeah, well, yeah. You see, so we thought they would have that for WrestleMania, but I guess they want to spend more time and actually set that up. Well, so that's cool. Okay,
that's cool.
So I really love this shit on SmackDown though with him and Solo. And then that turned into something else with the U.S. title that I'm not really gonna get into, but there's the complications there. But moving on to our WrestleMania. Sorry, that was a sidetrack of what happened afterwards. El Grande Americano got a win over Rey Fenix. He loaded the mask. This was a WrestleMania match. I think it was supposed to be Rey Mysterio, so I don't know. Did it take any of the luster off that it wasn't Rey, Vlad? Well, it was Rey. It wasn't Rey Mysterio.
It was a different Rey. Slightly, but honestly, I think at this point of their careers, Rey Fenix probably will probably put on a better match. No offense to Rey Mysterio. He's one of the great workers of all time and one of the great wrestlers of all time. But at this point, he is in his 50s, right? Rey Fenix is a young guy. So as far as quality of match concerns, this would have been probably, it would have been a better match with Rey Fenix. So anyways, but it was what it was. I didn't really care about this, and that's why I gave it the rating I gave it.
Yeah, Vlad, and indifferent about this. Didn't like it, didn't hate it. Robert, half a thumbs up, and me, the only one who gave it a thumbs up. I'm like, I don't know. I like the finish. I like the idea of loading the mask. I've never seen that, so I thought it was a kind of a creative idea. Put the thing in the mask and
but one thing I did notice, but Cornette mentioned that I guess they were getting some flack from calling it the Gulf of America, right? And then I guess he didn't. They called it the Gulf of Mexico when he came out at WrestleMania. I think.
Wow. I didn't even catch that.
That was the funniest part of it. I
didn't catch it. That's what Cornette said. I'll have to take his word for it.
Dang. All right. Moving on. AAA. They bought AAA. Bad news for wrestling overall. I don't know. WWE.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know.
WWE gobbling up small companies isn't great for wrestling. It would be great if these companies could make it on their own. You know what I mean? But
yeah, given how shitty they treated ECW and WCW after the purchase in 2001. If that's any indication, AAA is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, what are they gonna do with this? They're buying them to be on the show for a few years and some content and some angles and stuff, and then that's it. They're gonna make it disappear. So, AAA, what?
Why? Well, you would think that they would. I don't know. You would think that they would.
Well, it's Mexico, though. They might want to have. A place in Mexico where it's like WWE's base, sort of. I don't know.
Yeah, they should still let them have their shows. I mean, I don't know what kind of business.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of I'm looking at it in a bad way, but still, it would have been better. It would have been better if these companies kind of just could make it on their own instead of them all falling off and WWE has to buy them. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me see. Moving along. Tiffany Stratton. Oh, this was a bit of a surprise. She won. I think Who picked
Yeah, she
Tiffany?
did.
Me and Vlad picked Tiffany. Robert didn't pick Tiffany. You picked Charlotte. So
I did.
I was a little nervous
But
about this pick
I
for
said
me.
I wanted Tiffany to win. I
Yeah.
just didn't think she would.
So as a match, we all gave it a thumbs up. I don't know. I didn't really remember it being groundbreaking, but it was
It wasn't.
fine. It was
wasn't
good.
groundbreaking.
It was good, but it wasn't groundbreaking. And Tiffany went over. Interesting. So she's the one who continues on with the WWE title on SmackDown. So she had a little storyline with Jade. So Jade was the one who stepped up to her on SmackDown the next night, right? But the follow up to that was that Naomi is not going to let it go with Jade. So
No,
as
but
our-
then they brought
Nia Jax.
Oh,
Nia Jax is involved. So yeah, Nia Jax is
that I
Tiffany's
did not
next
like.
opponent.
That I did not like.
Well, why not? Her and Tiffany had like a storyline where they were friends, so I don't
want
mind
to see
that
it,
much.
bro. That's why. Because I don't want to see it. That's why I didn't like it. I don't want to see that match. I don't care about it.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
okay.
Good point. Good point. I'll skip the match, but the storyline is fine to me. I don't know.